In the summer, many wars take place in the desert between the various police and criminals of the island of Silver, often resulting in very mixed results. Once again, I cannot believe those words came out of my mouth. It's at this time of year that Percy is known for helping the police with their wars. He delivers weapons for the police in trucks, and later in the day pulls the bodies of dead criminals away in vans. Toby then pulls the bodies in the trucks to the hills for you know what. Pew pew pew! Percy imitated a shooting noise. "Don't be such a wuss, Thomas," he laughed. "You knew it was me all along, didn't you?" "Your criminal behavior is enough to trigger anyone," said Thomas. "You're like..." "What the actual f*** are you implying?" "You're like gold that shines but turns out to be shit," continued Thomas. "Those criminals are often seeking out gold. I don't." "Who pulls dead bodies of criminals in the desert?" roasted Thomas. "I can't help that," said Percy. "That's the job that Sir Tom Hat's given me." "I can't help that either," said Thomas. "While we all love each other and can't live without each other, you need to be less of a psychopath. Get your goddamn act together, mate." "Gold that's shit indeed," fumed Percy, and he set off to drop some leftover weapons at the docks. "Everyone thinks I'm classy as hell," said Percy. "Or most everyone. Anyways, I get more leading roles than Thomas in the actual series anyway. Thomas thinks I need to get my act together. I already do, or for the most part. And why does Thomas give? He's more childish than 1911's gym teacher he keeps going on about." Upon reaching the docks, he and his driver decide to go track down 1911's gym teacher. Then it happened. A crate of gold had spilled all over Percy. Due to the gold being fragile, it cracked and huge chunks of gold were laying on the green saddle tank engine. The workman saw this and put a large case over him. "Hey, what gives?" yelled the driver. "Since it'll take a long time to clean the gold off," said one workman, "if we contain Percy where there's a lack of oxygen, it'll fade to silver and he won't be much of a target when he goes through the desert." Percy was pleased. He was shiny and silver as he puffed away. The war was getting intense. "Look at that!" shouted the driver. A low loader was crossing the tracks with criminals shooting out of a stolen van that was parked on it. Percy plowed right through it. "Keep being a savage, Percy," his driver said. Percy picked up speed as he went over the bridge. But up ahead, criminals had completely melted the line. He tried to keep going, but he couldn't. His wheels slipped as he came to a stop. His crew had to run over to the mountain base, and the collectors inside there had to come out and shield him from the wars going on. Meanwhile, Thomas was helping repair the Wellsworth Station airport toll booth when he heard the news. What did he do this time, he sighed, and he collected the breakdown train, because, the toll booth was now repaired, and set off to go help Percy. Upon seeing Percy, he laughed his ass off. "What's so funny?" asked Percy. "Talk about gold that looks like shit," laughed Thomas. "We could call you SpongeBob SquarePants with all those bullet holes in you." "I can tell that's gold faded to silver." When Percy got home, his driver showed him what he looked like in a picture on Twitter. "Jesus Christ," laughed Percy. "I actually look kind of prestigious with this silver livery, much more than Diesel and his bronze from last episode. Regardless, can you please hide me and revert me back to my green livery before Toby comes and hears about this?" "Sure thing," says driver, "but Thomas is right, with all those bullet Coles, we could call you SpongeBob SquarePants. In the end, it did not matter, as Thomas told Toby exactly what the hell had happened. While Percy was being cleaned, Thomas and Toby joked about other things that, shone like gold but turned out to be shit. Yeah, I don't get it. They laughed a lot, but Percy was planning to get his revenge later on, and he was also going to go through a character arc.